Today we are going to study on nervous system, its structure and function. We all know the nervous system includes the brain, the spinal cord and a complex network of nerves. This system sends messages back and forth between our brain and the body. The brain is what controls all the body's functions. The spinal cord runs from the brain down through the back. Now, if we study nervous system definition in full, it is the organized network of nerve tissue in the body. It includes the central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So, the two major uh, components or the two major divisions of the nervous system are one central nervous system, also called CNS, and the other PNS or peripheral nervous system. Now, CNS basically is composed of the brain and the spinal cord, while the PNS or peripheral nervous system extends from the spinal cord to the rest of the body and other nerve tissue. All bodily activities, voluntary and involuntary, are controlled by the nervous system. The nervous system takes in information through our senses. It processes the information and then triggers reactions such as making your muscles move or cause you to sense pain or feel pain or act in times of emergency, etc. For example, if we touch a hot plate, we reflexively pull back our hand and our nerves simultaneously send these pain signals to the brain. So the two major components, as we said, of the nervous system are CNS and PNS. And CNS is made up of the brain and spinal cord, while PNS, or peripheral nervous system, is made up of all the nerves that lead into and out of the CNS. We have yet others called sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system too. Now, if we look at the anatomy, see again, the CNS, defined as the brain and spinal cord, is usually considered to have seven basic parts. That is, the central nervous system has a spinal cord, the medulla, the pons, the cerebellum, the midbrain, the diencephalon, and the cerebral hemispheres. Now, if you look at the anatomy of the brain, it's like a computer that controls the body's functions, and the nervous system is like a network that relays messages to different parts of the body. So, we all know we've heard of the anatomy of the brain. It contains cerebrum, cerebellum, and the medulla. Now, cerebrum basically contains frontal lobe, is divided into frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe. And we have the cerebellum and spinal cord. The major portion of the brain is the cerebrum. Then we have the cerebellum and the medulla. What are the 12 nerves which constitute the nervous system? The main 12 nerves are the olfactory nerve, the optic nerve, the oculomotor nerve, the trochlear nerve, the trigeminal nerve, the abducens nerve, the facial nerve, the vestibulocochlear nerve, the glossopharyngeal nerve, the vagus nerve, spinal accessory nerve, and hypoglossal nerve. Now, if we look at the brain, we must be, amazed how or what protects our brain. It is protected by a thick calvarium or the bones of the skull and by a covering of three thin membranes called meninges. In total, there are about 31 pairs of spinal nerves which are grouped regionally by the spinal region. And if we look at the smallest structural unit of a nervous system, it's the neuron. These are the nerve cells that send messages all over your body to allow you to do everything from breathing to talking, eating, walking, etc., even thinking and memory, whatever. Now, what is inside a nerve? A typical nerve is made up of a bundle of fibers which are wrapped around layers of tissue and fat, and they stretch throughout the body. Now, what are the seven functions of the nervous system? As we all know, the main functions of the nervous system are it controls brain growth and development, sensations such as touch or hearing, perception, the mental processes of the interpreting sensory information, the thought processes and the emotions, the learning, memory, for etc. Then the movement of our body, the various parts of the body, maintaining the body balance, equilibrium, coordination, gait, and also it controls our sleep, the healing patterns, the healing and the rehabilitation. So these are the main points to be remembered in our nervous system. Thank you so much.